So you decided to use Facebook ads to promote your most recent release. And maybe even you went one step further and didn't use link click campaigns and instead decided to use a conversion campaign. But maybe your ad costs are higher than you want them to be. Maybe you have used a link click campaign in the past and you were getting a pretty low or reasonable cost per click. And now that you switched over to conversion campaigns, your costs are higher than you want them to be. And the question is, how do you get those costs down? One way to go about that is to create a lookalike audience. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. What's up, guys? It's Tom. Welcome back to the lab. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my life. Today, I'm going to show you how to bring your ad costs down by creating a lookalike audience to improve your targeting. Now, before we dive into it, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this video, DistroKid. DistroKid is the easiest way to get your music onto Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, TikTok, and more. You get unlimited uploads, keep 100% of your earnings, and they have more features than any other distributor. And one of my favorite features that they have is something called hyperfollow. When you're marketing your music, having a landing page that redirects to all of your streaming services is very, very important. And that's exactly what hyperfollow is. Hyperfollow is a feature that you get natively with DistroKid. It's automatically created when you upload your song through their platform. Hyperfollow is your own customized landing page that allows you to market your music right out of the gate, even before release. So you get access to a pre-save campaign, and then when your song goes live, hyperfollow automatically converts over to the live link to your song, and you don't have to change anything. And as your song goes live on more and more platforms, all those links are added to hyperfollow as well. If you want to try DistroKid and you want to see what hyperfollow is all about, hit the link in the description of this video and save yourself 7% when you sign up for the first year. Moving on. So you want to save yourself some cash and you want to improve the cost of your ad campaigns by creating a lookalike audience. Well, let me show you exactly how to do that. All right, so we're here in Facebook ads. We're in the ad campaign area. And the first thing we want to do is go to the 9 little dots up here in the top left, business tools, and we're going to go to audiences. It should be said while this loads, when I first started running conversion campaigns, my cost per conversion started out at almost 30 cents, which is very high, and that's not sustainable, at least not for me. So I wanted to figure out how to get those ad costs down. Over time, as I collected data on the conversions and who was clicking through, I got enough people to go through my ad to Spotify or Apple Music to collect enough data to create a lookalike audience. And since I've started using lookalike audiences, I've gotten my cost per conversions down to less than 10 cents, which is amazing. And that's what I hope for every single campaign, to be quite honest. So now that we're here in the audience area of Facebook Ad Manager, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Create Audience. You're going to go to Lookalike Audience. And once we're here, we have to select a lookalike source. And basically what this does is Facebook takes this source that you choose and finds users who are in a very small 1% of the population all around wherever you specify that most closely match all of the behavior and the data and everything for the little seed that you're giving it. So you want to give it a good seed to choose from. What I have done is I have created a lot of audiences, but the best one for me to use is this one, Streaming Conversion 14. And what this is over the past 14 days, this is everybody who has clicked the link to go through from my landing page to my Spotify or Apple Music profile. So they have taken the precise action that I've wanted them to take. They click through my ad, they go to the landing page, and then they go from the landing page to listen to my music. And this is the behavior we want to repeat. So this is a really, really good seed to give to Facebook to create a lookalike audience from. We're going to select that as our lookalike source. Audience location. Now, there are a lot of different ways you can do this. One of my favorite ways to go about this is just to go to Google Spotify territories and where's Spotify available? Perfect. Go here and select every single one of these countries. You're going to have to put them in individually, but do every single one of these countries with the exception of India, because it will eat up your entire budget, and include it in your lookalike audience location. That way you have a global Spotify list of territories where it's available to market to. In this case here, I'm not going to go through the tedium of putting in every single country. Instead, I'm just going to go with, we'll say the United States, Canada, if I can spell, and Mexico. The biggest 3 North American countries. We'll do that. And we're going to select one lookalike audience from the dropdown because that's all we need. If I were to select more than one, it's going to create subsets. I'm going to have one at 1%, then I'm going to have a second one at 2%, and so on and so forth as you select more. But we don't want that much variety. What we want is the most narrow one we can get, which is 1%. This is where we get the most bang for our buck. So select 1%, and then from there, I'm going to create audience. And here's my new lookalike audience. It's automatically named it for me. I'm going to name it something else just so I know what it is. So I'm going to change the name from NAFTA to USCA MX. And 1% streaming conversion 14, which is the seed that I'm getting this audience from. So we're going to save that. And now we wait for it to populate. And as you can see from these lookalike audiences down here that I have made, it populates out to a significant number every time, depending on the area. So now that it's populating, we can use it in an ad. So let's go back to the ad manager, go to the buttons at the top, go to ads manager, and then we are going to create a campaign. And I'm just going to walk through a small part of this to show how you apply your lookalike audience to your new campaign. So we're going to select conversions because that's the only option you want right now. And we're going to go to continue. We got new campaign. I'm just going to change this because it's ridiculous that they set it at $100 a day, at least for me. And we're going to go to the ad set here, select a pixel, select our conversion event, which we are going to go for this one, streaming conversion, because we want to continue to build up that streaming conversion that we've been using. And we're just going to set this for tomorrow at midnight. Now, here's where we pick our audience. We are going to go to custom audiences, go here, and we're going to look for the lookalike audience that we just made. Here it is, USCAMX 1%. So we're going to select that audience, get rid of that, and we're going to close this out, get rid of the United States, and we're just going to go worldwide. And the reason we can do that is because we've already specified location in the lookalike audience. So the lookalike audience only is targeting the United States, Canada, and Mexico. It's not going to target anybody else outside of those countries. So we can just put worldwide. We could put United States, Canada, and Mexico in this list, but worldwide is just kind of the blanket way I do it for everything that is lookalike audience targeted to begin with. So it's kind of a habit. We've got our audience put in. We've got our location worldwide. And then from there, we just fill out the rest of the ad, set as you would normally, which my market is from 18 to 44, all genders. And we're going to target people who like Spotify just to be on the safe side. It's always good to have Spotify as your target, no matter how tight you've gotten your audiences. Keep on forcing it more narrow so you find exactly who you want. Unselect detailed targeting expansion because we don't want that. And then from there, you do your manual placements. You just select your stories ads as you normally would. And the rest of it comes together like any normal ad campaign setup. And that's it. You can create a lookalike audience for all of the territories like I listed, or you can do subsets, which I have done as well, as you saw in the audience manager here. Let me go back to audiences and I'll show you one of the ways that I have done it just so I have more control over it is to create, go to this Spotify territories list, and then each continent I am creating a new lookalike audience. So I have Oceania, South America, North America, Europe. I have the new territories that were just added from Europe as a different set just so I know how they're performing. And then Asia, Africa. I have them all split out, but you could easily put them all in the same one, and that's totally cool too. This is it. This is how you can really get on your way to bringing your ad costs down. Now, one of the issues you might run into when you are trying to create a lookalike audience is you might give it a seed that doesn't have enough data in it to create the audience. And it will give you a message, it will kick back a message that says you need at least 100 people in the same country to use as a source. So if you get that message and you don't have enough data, keep running your ads, keep running your conversion campaign at the higher cost until you get enough people in that seed to then create a lookalike audience. For me, these lookalike audiences have dramatically lowered my cost per conversion. As I said before, I went from starting at almost 30 cents per conversion to now less than 10 cents per conversion. So drastically brought the price down, and it makes my ads far more sustainable for me financially. So this is a great method to bring down the cost of your ads and promote your music to Spotify, Apple Music, everything else. So that's it for this video. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps. If you want to learn more about Facebook ads and marketing and Spotify and all that, you can subscribe to the channel. Come watch some more videos. There are a couple at the end here you can check out. And I hope to catch you on the next one. Peace.